Chosen one, welcome back to another episode on Antonicus Aurelius Motivates. Chosen ones, you already know that you are not like them and that you are a spiritual being. You are more spiritual and they are worldly. So you can't never be like them. You've known this for a very long time. It's just that you became more aware of it, especially after you were rejected and after you went through all the things you had to go through, and after you endured things that really don't even make no sense. It's been so bad for you, right? I mean, you could never have nothing of the world. You could never be of the world because you're not of the world, you see? But that's what you know, though. And the thing is that understanding all of this helps you to be more at peace with yourself, right? I mean, we see what's going on out here, right? In this matrix, don't we? We see right through the whole illusion and why everybody's trying to outdo one another, why everybody's all up on social media watching one another, getting mad at one another for having more than each other or something like that. All this jealousy, all of this stuff. That's what it is, stuff that everybody's chasing, right? Material things. Houses, cars, clothes, the whole nine. And we're also becoming more aware of like what program does all to chase all these things, right? It's been a lot of the people that we have been worshiping and idolizing and watching and looking up to, who have all these things and who are fake, we now know. And now we know they're being revealed for who they are, the wicked, evil ones they are. And we see all these different people out here trying to outdo one another in this little game, keeping up with the Joneses and all of that, and trying to be better than the next person, or having a title about themselves that makes them feel good about themselves, of their position, or whatever they do, their career, and all of that. We see all that, right? We see that your family, your fake family, can't see you because they're too focused on where you are in your social economic status. And the same thing applies to like your fake friends and all these people who judged you wrongly and stuff like that, or who saw you stumble and judged you wrongly. Like, they're your judge, right? And you know no one can judge you but God. So you understand all of this, and you know that these people are all fighting over things that don't even make no sense. They're fighting for things that is all part of the illusion. It's all fake. And that's what you know, chosen one. You know you're not of the world. And I'm going to show you again the reason why right here. Okay? So we about to go ahead and get into this real quick. And I got this right here, what I was reading this morning. And this kind of just breaks it down for you even further, right, chosen one? Okay? So this is in James chapter 4. And it starts right here saying in chapter 4, verse 1, what causes fights and quarrels amongst you? Don't they come from your desires that battle within you? You desire, but do not have, so you kill. You covet, but you cannot get what you want, so you quarrel and fight. You do not have because you do not ask God. When you ask, you do not receive because you ask with wrong motives, that you may spend what you get on your pleasures. Then it goes on to say in verse 4, you adulterous people, don't you know that friendship with the world means enmity against God? Therefore, anyone who chooses to be a friend of the world becomes an enemy of God. Chosen ones, we already know the ones who chose to be friends with the world. We've already done seen them, right? And now they're being revealed even more so than ever. The ones who chose to be friends with the world, they're the enemies of God. They sold their souls for the things of the world. Many of them, they sold out to have the pleasures of this world, and isn't that what we've been seeing happening? I mean, isn't it? But you're not supposed to love the world, chosen one. You're not the one who loves the world. And the reason why you don't love the world is this right here. It says right here in 1 John chapter 2, starting in verse number 15. It says, do not love the world or anything in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father, if anyone loves the world, love for the Father is not in them. For everything in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, the pride of life, comes not from the Father, but from the world. The world and its desires pass away, but whoever does the will of God lives forever, right? Then it goes on to say, dear children, this is the last days, and you have heard that the Antichrist is coming. Even now, many Antichrists have come. This is how we know that it is the last hour. They went out from us, but they did not really belong to us. For if they had belonged to us, they would have remained with us. But their going showed that none of them belonged to us, right? Chosen one. When they left you, it showed you they weren't never for you. They don't belong to us. And back up here again, this verse struck me right here. I think it was like, it struck me a lot right here in number 16. Again, I'm going to just read this again. For everything in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life comes not from the Father, but from the world. Like, we have seen the pride of life in these people who have boasted about all the things they have and made a big deal out of what they possess on the earth. And they have, been in our face for a very long time with all of that, and just showing off, being all flashy and all that, flossing and everything like that out here. And we all know that many of them sold their souls to have all the things of the world, because we already know that Satan owns this world, right? Satan is the deceiver who has come to deceive everyone. And so we see that Satan has been at work on this earth, getting people to think that they have to look a certain way, be a certain way, and have certain things to be somebody. And that's the deception. That's the deception. That's the illusion, right? We know that, right, Chosen One? And so we know, that all of his fate. We know it's all fate. Because we don't love the world. We're spiritual beings. We seek things of the spirit. We seek things that are different from them. They seek everything that they think is going to make them happy. And that's the deception. That's the deception that they fell into when they believed that. But we know where the true happiness comes from. It's from wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We know that where the true happiness comes from is from our personal relationship with the Most High. That's what they don't know nothing about. They don't know nothing about that, and they don't want to know nothing about that. So that's the reason why you have to leave them alone, Chosen One. And there's more of them out here now than ever before who don't never want to seek things of the spirit. All they care about is the things of the flesh, the things of this world, and what they think that they have. But at the end of the day, you don't have nothing if you don't have God. I don't care what you have. If you don't have God, you don't have nothing. If you don't have what you know is going to lead you into the life after this life, then what you have here on this earth don't mean a thing. And God doesn't care about what people have here on this earth. So now, Chosen Ones, we know they're worldly, we know they're blinded by the things of this world, and they celebrate the people who are worldly. They have celebrated them for a very long time. They couldn't recognize you because all they can ever recognize is the things of the world and the people of the world. So you know that, and that kind of like helps you to be able to be more, I guess I would say, at peace, but also more just able to not be so disappointed about it anymore. Because you know that if you was to try to be like them, you couldn't. You already tried it and it didn't work. So you came back to what you already knew you were, and you remained your authentic self and your original self. And you're not ashamed of that. You're not ashamed of the one who purchased you with his life and covered you in his blood. You're not ashamed of him. And you don't have no, regrets, because you already know that if you was out there around them, they wouldn't do nothing but try to drag you back down. That's all they want to do. They're crabs in a bucket. They want to pull you back down. But you done went in on yourself, and you done, took the time out to put work in on yourself. And you're not about to lose all that you done put in, all that work you done put in for so long, for them ever again. You tried to show them something that had lasting value, meaning, and purpose. They didn't want to have no part of it. Not only did they not want to have any part of it, but they chose to talk about you, to spread rumors about you, to believe lies about you, and to cause you to lose a lot of your life because of that. And that's something that that you can't ever get back. You can't. But now, the monsters are being revealed, who they chose to celebrate rather than you. And the monsters that's been running everything out here that you tried to show them for a very long time. And it was plain to see the whole time. Because you already know the word. Like I said, chosen one, you know the word. The word tells you, you know them by their fruit. You know them by their fruit. So you saw them for who they were long ago. That's the reason why you started what you started. For change and for positivity. And for something different and something unique. And something that wasn't like nothing else nobody else was bringing. Because you saw a long time ago everything they was talking about and everything they was saying. And that's their fruit. That's what they were about. That's what they were saying the whole time. And you know it was all fake. And you know it was evil. You knew that. You could never join and be a part of that because you're not of this world, chosen one. I done showed you the reason why. But you know the reason why. You know you're not of this world. You know you can't never be a part of this world. And you know that this world and everything in it is going to fade away. It's gonna be gone. And the only thing that's going to be left is the truth. All the lies out here, everything that everybody has been believing, and all the things of the devil and Satan, it's all gonna burn. And it's judgment time for the wicked people, and time for them to burn for all the atrocities that they have caused upon humanity. And all the people they led astray with all of their BS. For so very, very long. But there were many people who came out and talked about all of this, but nobody listened to them. Nobody listened to them. I was looking at something this morning and I was reminded of it. I think it was back in like 2013. Like Edward Snowden. He blew the whistle on a lot of this stuff that was going on. You know, and that's what, you know, you saw that too back then, chosen ones, because like I said, you've known, your spiritual eyes have been open. So when your spiritual eye, your third eye was open, you saw a lot of those things. You saw a lot of those people back then who was blowing the whistle on a lot of this stuff. And people didn't want to listen to them either. Like all this technology and everything around them wasn't going to overtake us all. This is the beast, like I said, this whole thing. This technology, you know that, chosen one. You know it's all by design. You know that. You know that everything they done built around us is by design. They all have a very specific purpose for their kingdom of darkness. And you know all of this. You've been knowing all of this. You've been seeing all of this. You've been tried to show people this. Most people think that they are just out here moving around out here and they're free. We call this a free country. You know, a free country. Freedom, right? But are we really free? Ask yourself that question. Are we really free? You think you're free because you can't see no bars around you or nothing, no bars all around you, and you driving around out here and you doing whatever you doing every day and going back and forth and all of this and that. So you think you're free, right? Well, let me just tell you something. Look in the upper right-hand corner of your phone, or the left-hand corner, whichever corner it's in. You're going to see the little bars, right? And I told everybody, all of these towers, you know, that connect us all, they're just like the prison guard towers, man. The 4G and the 5G thing and all of that, you know? So you thinking you free, but you're not free. But you know that though, chosen one. You know that. You always knew that. You saw the signs. You saw the people who blew the whistle on it. You've been read books, you know. But everybody chooses to stay asleep. you know? And it's hard because you trying to wake people up and make them see something that they need to see, but they don't want to see it. But now they're not going to have no other choice but to see it. Because like I said before, it's in everybody's face now. And they're no longer even hiding what they're doing to us. The powers that be. When I say they, y'all know who I'm speaking of. Ephesians 6:12. Because we don't wrestle against the flesh. We wrestle against the principalities and powers of darkness. That's what we wrestle against. This is a spiritual war, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a game. That's the reason why we can't, like I said before, we can't fight them the way they want us to fight them. If we did, we'd be fighting a losing battle. They already know how to invert reality. They're magicians. They're masters of the illusion. These Masons and these people, these wicked, evil people, these witches and these warlocks. They invert reality. They change everything into a lie. So if you try to go up against them and fight them with conventional weapons, or like someone who is in a war, you fighting a losing battle. You have to fight this spiritual war differently. And you got to use your mind. You got to use your mind that God gave you. You got to pray. Sometimes you got to fast. You got to stay up at night and battle in the midnight hours. Many of you can't sleep. Many of you chosen ones have had a lot of sleepless nights over all of this, including myself, because of all the evil atrocities they've done to us and to so many other innocent people. We've had a lot of sleepless nights. We've had a lot of times where we couldn't, we couldn't even see how we was gonna make it through the next day because of all of this. And we still don't, a lot of us. But that's where our faith comes in, you know? That's where our faith comes in, chosen one. But we already know we already won, right? We already know the victory is ours. We already know we done won this. We done won the war because we have him with us. We have the Most High with us. We have our guardian angels, our spiritual ancestors, and we have everyone fighting for us in the spiritual realm. And we know that because our faith tells us that. Our faith is what tells us about the things we can't see with our physical eyes. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the things that are not seen. So we have our faith, we have our confidence in the Most High. We know he's going to bring us through and see us through to the end. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap the video up because I need to go ahead and get started today. But you are not of this world, chosen one. They are worldly and you're not. That's the reason why you're different. So anyway, I hope this message helped y'all out today. I hope this helped you to understand, because you understand, you know, chosen one, what it is. And you don't have no other reason to be worried about nothing because you know all of this, right? So anyway, peace, love, light, blessings to you all. Hey, if you just came over to my channel, you know, everything we do over here on Autonicus Aurelius motivates It's all about positive vibes, man. Uplifting, encouraging videos for those of you who may still be going through your own personal battles, struggles, hardships, difficulties, or whatever it is you're facing in life, as I currently am and still am. But I know I'm going to overcome with God's help. I'm here for you, and everything we do over here is motivational, man, to keep each other going, to keep each other encouraged, to keep each other in the spiritual battle, in the spiritual fight that we already know we're going to win. We already have won. So if you're new here, that's what we do over here. If God puts it on your heart to go ahead and click the subscribe button, then ring the bell so you can be notified every time when I drop a new video. And, feel free to chime in or whatever. I always appreciate everybody who does that and who keeps me encouraged, because these are very difficult times we are in. And of course, we all know that, it's only going to probably get worse before it gets better. But we do know, and we have hope, because a lot of things is coming out now. And we know that the wicked and evil one's time is short, and they must pay for all they've done to us, and that they have to go down. And we're going to take back everything that the enemy stole from us, because we're going to continue to fight until the end, because we're winners. We got winners' mindsets. We'll never throw in the towel, and we don't quit, and we don't give up. So anyway, till the next one, I'm going to catch y'all all on the next video, all right? So catch y'all on the next one, all right, man? Peace. I'm out.